Hi friends, my name is Jake. Welcome to Canadian Cutting Edge, and today we're taking a look at another kitchen knife. This is the second knife by Griphinity. This is their 8-inch chef's knife. I've reviewed their Santoku that they've done already, and these are the two knives, their first two knives that this young company has produced. This one's got very much the same specs as the Santoku, the same type of steel, the same type of handle materials, the same type of handle shape and everything, just a different shaped blade. And this 8-inch chef's knife is a very good knife, if I say so myself. AUS 10 stainless steel from Japan and Damascus finish. It's a good knife. If you're looking for a good kitchen knife for yourself or for a gift for somebody, you're going to want to watch this video. So stick around. The full review's coming to you right now. Not too long ago, I reviewed another Griphinity knife. This is a new company coming out of China. I reviewed their Santoku knife. This is from their Pegasus series, Japanese AUS 10 Damascus steel. And you can see the layers of the Damascus in here. It's a nice knife. The Santoku is in really good shape. Been using it now for, a month and a half approximately. Full tang knife goes right to the end of the bezel here, under the knife, and up to the end of the handle. And let's see if we can focus on this up here. There you go. You can see that Griffin logo emblazoned on the back. And here you can see the full tang. We've got G10 handle scales, black and red alternating layers, and a nice mosaic pin through here. Beautiful. AUS 10 steel in here, Japanese steel, which is very, very good. Your typical chef's blade here, and there's no writing on this side of the knife, which I like a nice clean knife like that. It's got this hammered finish, which helps food not to stick to the edge when you're slicing through it. And on this side, maybe a little bigger than I like, there's their Griphinity PEGASUS series, Japanese AUS 10 Damascus is all that it says on here. Pinch grip works very nicely on here. That the plunge here is done very, very well. You've got sort of an oval-shaped handle, a little bit flatter on the back. So when you're holding it in hand, you always know exactly, where down is for your edge. So that's a really good thing. And then even if you want the pinch grip, you're even more sure of exactly the orientation of the knife. Made very well that way. Let's take a good look and see how well this knife is made. See if there's any hiccups in it when you rock it back and forth. Some knives, when you test them like this, you will find that it'll make a little bit of a hop. And so you want a nice smooth feeling when you're moving the knife back and forth that way. Let's get this to focus again here, because it's not doing very well. Try again. There we go. So like I said, some knives don't have a nice smooth action. This one's got a very nice smooth roll on it. So it's great for cutting through food. And that hammered finish really does make a difference on how well food sticks. Some things just want to stick all the time, like, some wet potatoes, they've got that starchiness to it, that glue. They tend to want to stick, and, other cucumbers, some things. But for the most part, this hammered finish on the outside really does help things to let go. The sharpness from the factory, the cutting edge, 90 best. That is excellent. Very sharp from the factory. The angle of the edge, the grind from side to side, 11.1 degrees on one side, 13.1 degrees on the other side. That's a nice shallow knife. And then the thickness behind the grind is 0.29 millimeters, which is 0.0115 of an inch. That's why it slices through food very, very well. Now, how well a knife performs has an awful lot to do with the knife. It also has an awful lot to do with the user. So I'm not going to demonstrate because I'm not very good with chef's knives. I'm just not. And so, but I can tell you this knife, the physical specs of it are very, very good indeed. The weight of it is 274 grams, which is 9.65 ounces for the entire knife. That's very good. And I just showed you right here the balance point right there, right where it should be by the pinch point. It's done very, very well. I like this knife an awful lot. You've got a lot of length to it. And let's show you. We've got a blade that is 8 and just under 1/4 inches. They call it an 8-inch knife, and you're not getting gypped at all. So that's a very good thing. I like this a lot. The grip on the handle, it's fairly smooth, but there is a tiny bit of texture to it. It just feels very, very good in hand. If you're looking for a new chef's knife and you've not heard of Griphinity before, that's because they're very new. Check them out. I've got links down below for where you can get them. Amazon's a really great place to get them. And, you know, there's nothing negative that I can say about this knife. It's made well, and it feels good, and it's been performing very well, and the Santoku has been performing very well for us as well. And the looks of it, yeah, fingerprints, yeah, that's with any nice knife, you get that. But just look at that knife. It's just a very good-looking knife. But if a knife just looks good and doesn't perform well, then it's a piece of garbage, and I can tell you this knife also performs very well. Thanks for watching my little video on this Griphinity, and as that company grows, they will have more different models coming out, and I look forward to presenting those to you when the time comes. Thanks for watching my video. Thanks for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. And remember, guys, always cut your vegetables on the table, not your fingers. Or my older way of saying it is cut towards your chum, not your thumb. Bye for now.